It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Barkley. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
12. And the Giants' first down.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Again, the ball carrier.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun. Jones escaping the pressure right. Got a man, Slayton. And they're able to get... this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Giants.
They go play action here on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. first down carry for Barkley. Open space inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stopped short of the goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
7, Vikings nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Jones on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end, Ingram. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll get this one to Galladay. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Throwing Jones. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And it looks Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Big play there. 65 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 9.
Now Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Daniel Jones sacked.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe for the run. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 20.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
The 38-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things.
Tyler Lockett, and he'll take this into the end zone. And hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
It's the score. Vikings 21, Giants 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone.
Spinning past him.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
22-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Saquon Barkley on
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
18-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. As he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
By Darius Slay. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Handoff to Barkley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Giants.
Jones now. Off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Giants on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's going to set him back 5 yards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Gain of 14. 1st down, New York.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
At the 47-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Barkley. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
It's now 4th down.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
We're on down.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here. As they move to try to release football.
Comes out from the Giants' hand. It's picked up, and that will find a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Vikings.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation to maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not